Hello and welcome to the show. I am a co-host, Samantha Farlow, with the Garrison Public Affairs Office.
And I am Corporal Kyra Pearl with 11th Corps Signal Brigade.
And I am Sergeant Cynthia Ramirez with 1st Cav Division.
And I am Specialist Garrett Tacko with 11th Corps Signal Brigade.
And this is Fort Hood's Great Big Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. We have a very special guest with us on today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Lillian Bruner. I'm in charge of marketing and public relations for Armed Services YMCA Colleen.
Well, thanks so much for being on the show with us today.
I'm very glad to be here. I'm so thankful that y'all invited me. I'm a little bit nervous, a lot excited.
Okay. Yes.
My first podcast, so I'm ready.
Oh, exciting.
Let's get into it. I'm excited to share all this information.
Ooh,
with you
I'm
guys.
excited to learn. Okay, so obviously the first question we have to ask is the YMCA. I learned the other day that when you do the YMCA dance, you don't actually put your arms like above your head for the M. You do it at your chest.
Yeah, I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah, what the heck? When was that a thing?
Yeah, I guess it's always been a thing. I think that when little kids do it, they put their arms in the M above their head.
Right.
And you just sort of stick with that.
Yeah.
But I think that it would be really cool if we could remix that Village People song.
Yes.
Change it from the YMCA to the ASYMCA.
Ooh, right.
And I've been experimenting with how to incorporate that into the YMCA dance.
Oh, I love this.
Because the Armed Services YMCA is actually a different organization from the YMCA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what that difference is and what the Armed Services portion of the name represents.
Okay, that sounds good. So the critical difference between the Armed Services YMCA and the regular YMCA is that the Armed Services YMCA exists in a capacity to improve the lives of military members and their families with an emphasis on the junior enlisted, and that includes a holistic approach to improving their wellness, body, mind, and spirit. So you might be familiar with the Y. The Armed Services Y is similar, but all of our core programming is geared towards creating a network of support for military members and their families.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the Armed Services YMCA, or ASYMCA for short, began its mission of serving the military community at the dawn of the Civil War. So
wow. My goodness. Okay.
That was actually almost exactly 161 years ago.
Wow.
And that was in 1861. And by the end of that year, this group of civilian volunteers, it actually became the first large-scale volunteer corps in history. And so a group of representatives from 15 different YMCA organizations banded together and created something called the United Christian Commission.
Okay.
And that eventually gave way to what we now know as the modern Armed Services YMCA.
Okay.
So the Armed Services YMCA is actually a constant in the life of a military family on the home front and during deployment, when transitioning between bases, and in times of conflict and peace.
Wow.
We extend this support through the collaboration with installation leadership, organizations in the community, and national partnerships. Something very important to say is that we do not ever compete with existing military support programs on base or off.
Okay.
So if somebody is addressing an exigence in the military community, we only augment what they're doing.
Right.
We extend our resources and our reach to support their mission if it coincides with ours. So we're not here to take business away from existing programs. We're here to support them and reinforce them and give as much resource as possible
Be
to
like an extra source of help and support instead of trying to step on somebody's toes.
Exactly. And the important thing about the Armed Services YMCA at the end of the day is that participating in our programming and utilizing us as a resource can be really, really useful to a young soldier or a young soldier's family. especially when they might be moving to somewhere unfamiliar to them, because
Right.
that is a struggle that is pretty relevant
Yeah, absolutely.
in a military family. And you might go to a place and you don't know anybody, your family's not there. So the core members in an armed services YMCA facility like ours can sort of lend you that bit of community, that bit of belonging that might be missing
Yeah.
when you move to a new place. So I think
Okay.
that's the most
Yeah.
important part, really.
So, how many armed services YMCA's are there across the country?
So we actually we have 12 different branches.
Okay.
Armed Services YMCA Colleen, my branch, is one of those branches and is in the unique position of serving one of the 5 largest military installations in the world. Shout out Fort Hood.
Yeah.
ASYMCA Colleen is also unique in that we're the only branch of the Armed Services YMCA with its own wellness center.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people don't know this. It's located in Harker Heights. So
Okay.
if you're coming from base and you get on the expressway, you would take the Rosewood exit,
Okay.
go down to Mountain Lion, turn left, and then it's right there on the right. It's a giant, beautiful building.
It is a beautiful
located
building.
in Purser Park, and it's a state-of-the-art facility. We have classrooms, an entire floor dedicated to our open gym, indoor track, 2 climate-controlled indoor pools, a child watch center. So that facility
My
is
goodness.
huge.
Yeah, you got a lot going on there.
It's quite the place, and that's where we're office and where we complete most of our operations, and where we develop these programs that we bring to the
Right.
community. So we would really like for people to come by and see us. We would love that.
Yeah. So, what kinds of programs do you guys offer for our military community here?
We actually have a bunch of initiatives,
Oh,
and
boy.
we roll them throughout the year.
Okay.
There are a couple that are really important to our mission that we feel like are especially
Right.
relevant right now.
Okay.
Because like I said before, our organization's mission is to improve the lives of junior enlisted military members and their families. And so taking care of their bodies, their minds, and their spirits. One of the ones that we've identified is food insecurity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so the number varies across reporting organizations, but it is our current estimate that 25% of our active duty military members and their families and 10% of veterans and their families face food insecurity.
Whoa, that is a crazy number.
Yeah, it's a little disheartening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we believe that these estimates might actually fall on the short side of the actual
Right.
number of folks affected, because food insecurity is a sensitive topic.
Yeah,
and it can be
something people don't want to talk about necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. It can
Yeah.
be difficult to express need. So this can be attributed in part to the transitory nature of life in the military.
Yeah.
Changes in duty stations can affect military spouses' ability to establish long-term secondary
Mm-hmm.
income. There's a lot of factors at play. And so the Armed Services YMCA has mobilized nationally to combat this issue. So every branch is taking their own measures to combat this in the communities we serve.
Okay.
So us personally, the Armed Services YMCA Colleen, we recently launched our inaugural food pantry in conjunction with American Legion Auxiliary Department of Texas. Through this collaboration, we're able to provide staple foods to active duty and veteran military members. We plan to run this food pantry the last Thursday of every month.
Okay.
And so hopefully this will help assuage some of the
Yeah.
issues of food insecurity in our community.
So, if somebody wants to take advantage of this food pantry, what would they need to do?
So when this happens, the way it's set up right now is it's first come, first serve.
Okay.
We don't actively have registration slots. If
Okay.
it develops further and we get a good response from the community, we're going to, tailor a place where they can, register for a time
Right.
slot, that kind
Okay.
of thing. And it could be like no contact per, the
Okay.
current
for
COVID climate.
Right. Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
But as it stands right now, as we're in the infancy of it, it's first come, first serve, no registration required. They just need to present an active duty or a veteran distinction ID,
Okay.
and they can get some staple groceries.
Wow. Okay. So basically, all they do is show up the
Yeah.
last Thursday of the month
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, here's my ID," and then you'll say, here's some food," and they can go on their merry way.
And they can go on their merry way. It's
Wow.
that easy. And
Ooh.
if we ever make any changes to when we're offering it or anything, it would be a really good idea to follow our Facebook page.
Okay.
That's our primary method of communication with our community right now.
Okay.
And that's fb.me/yourasymca. So that's where we communicate a lot of our
Awesome.
important information. So if they're looking for that, if they want to keep an eye out for it, our Facebook page is the perfect place to go.
Okay, cool. Well, that is incredible. So I know you said you had other programs. So
I
what
do.
else do you have?
Oh my goodness, I have so many. So I've tried to narrow it down a little bit to the ones that are especially, pertinent to a military member listening to this. One of the ones that I really am fond of.
I have a quick question actually before we move on. For the food pantry, do you have to show, does the sponsor have to go, or could a dependent, like a spouse?
If the spouse has a dependent ID, then they can pick up.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. No problem. I should have made that clear.
No, you're fine. It just came to my head.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so continue with the programs.
Okay, that sounds good. So the next one is called the ASYMCA Children's Waiting Room, or ACWR for short, because it's a little bit of a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's one of our core programs, and the Armed Services YMCA's response to the strain on and demand for on-base child care. So we operate ACWR to serve as an auxiliary to those programs. This program, free to the greater Fort Hood area, to all recipients of TRICARE, is a direct endeavor to support the military family's access to health care. So that's another reinforcement of our dedication to the health of military members and their families.
Right.
Doctor's appointments can already be pretty stressful. And our ACWR centers allow parents to attend scheduled medical appointments without the added worry of finding care for their children.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. So the Children's Waiting Room actually provides 2 hours of free childcare for military parents while they take care of their medical needs. So,
That's incredible. So if somebody wants to take advantage of that program, what would they need to do?
So we actually have a phone number that they can call.
Ooh, I love a phone number.
Yeah, phone numbers are super duper helpful. Yeah.
So we can just say that at the end then, if that's okay, because I know we have a couple other phone numbers maybe to give away as well.
Yes, we do.
Share.
Yeah. I'll give you our wellness center number, which is our main number for our branch, and then I'll also provide the ACWR Children's Waiting Room phone number, so they can call and schedule.
Okay, great. So if somebody does want to schedule that childcare, do they have to, or to take advantage, I didn't ask this before, if they want to take advantage of the food pantry, do you have to be an actual member of the Armed Services YMCA?
You do not. You do not. We would love if you were members, but these are available to military members and their families, regardless of their status of membership with us.
Awesome. That's incredible. Love that.
Yeah. So, speaking of memberships, we actually offer a pretty steep discount for memberships for military if they decide that they do want to become members with us. So for active duty E5 and below, we offer 40% off of their membership prices. So that's really good. And then once they have that membership, they can get further discounts on programming up to 40%. And, 60 free group exercise classes a week. We have a broad array of programming for all age groups, from as young as 6 months all the way up to the senior level. So membership with us suits every kind of family dynamic.
Yeah.
So when a member of the military is looking for a gym membership, they can look to us for that gym membership, but they can also look to us for the more comprehensive access to discounts on our programming, which covers a lot.
Yeah.
It's a pretty expansive offering.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so, oh goodness. Do you have any other programs that you really, really want to highlight here before we run out of time?
Oh, let me see. Let's see.
I know there's so many you guys offer that we could go on forever and ever.
Yeah, I think I have three more. I'll try and keep it really speedy.
You share it all.
All right. I'm going to zoom through
You got
these.
this.
Okay, so everybody listen up because I'm going to get this
We're getting it
information
in
to
now.
you. So we're actually coming up on our biggest season for youth programs, which is summer.
Okay.
We're prepping for our specialty and day camps right now, and we just got the confirmation that we are able to send 100 military children to Camp Carter.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I don't
we're-
know what that is. Could you tell me what that is?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're so stoked we can hardly stand it. Camp Carter is operated by the Metropolitan Fort Worth branch of our sister organization, the YMCA, and it is a true blue overnight camp experience.
Ooh.
Yeah, so kids will get to experience canoeing, zip lining, fishing, swimming, campfires, archery, all of the stuff that you think of when you think of an overnight
I
camp.
love
Like
that.
they get the textbook experience for 6 days.
Okay.
And it's application based,
Okay.
and we take 100 kids, and they go for $100.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, $100 for 6 days.
That's pretty
full
good.
of camp fun, and it's really incredibly special. Just because last year we sent 50 military kiddos, and then the year before that we didn't get to send any at all because of COVID.
Right. Yeah.
So
We're really ramping things back up
we're
here.
yeah we're trying to get things ramped back
Yeah.
up. 100 kids is awesome.
Yes.
We got that news, and I swear, like, we went
Everyone's
crazy.
cheering.
Yeah, yeah. So if people want to apply for that, we're gonna open the application portal soon. So keep an eye on our website.
Okay.
When it's time to apply, we'll have a banner with an application link right there on our homepage, which is
Awesome.
asymca.org/Colleen-home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, but of course, care and support for military children has to be consistent year round. And their emotional well-being is just as important as their physical well-being.
Right.
Especially in situations like deployment and PCSing, which are inevitabilities for the military family.
Yes, especially because we're, already creeping up on PCS season.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah. So
Peak
yeah,
moving season's coming
exactly.
up.
Peak moving season. So we have a couple different programs that are designed to help with those kinds of changes. The first one is Operation Hero. This is geared towards, mitigating the struggles of children in those kinds of situations. Okay, so how it works is they're referred by their school counselor. It's a no-cost after-school program that's operated out of select schools in our service area.
Okay.
The school counselors identify kids that might be struggling with certain aspects of military life. The children participate in a 10-week course that imparts the fundamentals of good character, good communication skills, healthy expression of emotions. So that's really, really useful
Yeah.
when everything feels unstable for a
Yeah.
kid. And when you're a kid, you might not know how to vocalize that these things are hard for you the way
Right.
that an adult might. Because, adults
Absolutely.
have more of those tools that come with age and experience to communicate how they feel about these things.
Yeah.
Children just know that they have been,
Moved around again.
yeah, their friends from their old school might not be around anymore. They don't know anybody. This is a great way for them
Yeah.
to get to know other kids in very similar situations
Yeah,
to theirs.
that's awesome.
Yeah. The other aspect of military life that I mentioned, deployment,
Yes.
is something that we try to mitigate through something called Operation Kid Comfort.
Okay.
And this one is actually my personal favorite. Because when you have a military family and a parent that's about to deploy, it can be incredibly difficult to accommodate the pain of the parent's absence and to keep
Yeah.
the family tethered. So we want to make deployment as easy as possible for that family. That's why we have a team of volunteers who lovingly hand stitch quilts and pillowcases with pictures of deployed parents.
That is so sweet.
It makes me cry every time I think about it.
I love that.
So that children can always have, a physical reminder of the
Right.
love of that absent parent. So the parent to be deployed or the partner, the parent to be deployed only needs to submit an application and photos, and our volunteers will sow good wishes
Wow.
into every inch.
That is so cute.
Yeah, that
oh
one's my
my
favorite.
goodness. Yeah, that's my favorite now too.
It's so cute. And you see these kids getting their quilts, and you're just like, I just have
little
something in my
tears.
eye.
Yeah. I have allergies all of a sudden.
Oh my God, what is in this air?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so basically the moral of the story here is most of the programs that you're offering are free or at some kind of steep discount for people.
Yes, our
In the
core
military,
programs. Yes. So with our core programs, we always try and accommodate
Right.
military families as best as possible, military members and military families.
Yeah.
So all of our core programs, and that's one of the key distinctions between the Armed Services YMCA and the YMCA, is that our core program repertoire is specifically geared towards military.
Right.
So all of these programs are just for military, specifically for
That's
military.
Amazing.
And, you know, that's not to say that we don't cater to the civilian half
to
of our
all
community.
Of our civilians listening out there.
Yeah, because as big as Fort Hood is,
there's so many of us here.
Yeah, there are so many people at Fort Hood. Just as big as it is, there are plenty of civilians in the surrounding area that could benefit from our programs as well. And you know, we like to say that a strong and healthy community breeds a strong and healthy military base, because, you know, the community serves as support to the base. And I think that it becomes a symbiotic relationship, especially when we cater to the community. So we do definitely have programs that are available to our civilian community. Our memberships are available to civilian community. But because we're on Fort Hood's Great Big Podcast, I thought that y'all would like to hear about the military programming the most.
I can tell you we appreciate that.
Awesome. I'm glad.
All right. Is there anything else that you feel like you didn't get to cover, or anything else that you really want to emphasize again before we sign off?
Yeah, I just want to reinforce that, you know, when you come to a place that is as different as it could be from your home, and you're not around people that you're familiar with, when you're constantly moving, when you're experiencing the struggles of military life, it's really good to have a community. And at the heart of it all, Armed Services YMCA Killeen is a community. Yeah. And you come in, you access our programming, you access our facilities, and you get to know our staff, and you become someone that is of value to us, and you are a precious person, and we will do everything we can to take care of you. And so if you're looking for that kind of support, if you're looking for a network and you're far from home, this is a good place to be. And if you've been here for a while, we would love to have you. It's always good to have more people to embrace and to share our programming with and share our resources with.
Well, that is a beautiful sentiment. I got a little teary-eyed. Okay, so we have one final question. Phone numbers. If somebody has extra questions and they want to give you a call, not you specifically, but, you know, the YMCA, the Armed Services YMCA, if they want to give you guys a call, what is the best phone number to do that?
The phone number for Armed Services YMCA Killeen is 254-690-9622.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to say that one more time.
Okay, 254-690-9622.
Perfect. Okay, and then I think there was one more phone number that we needed as well.
Yes, there is. Okay, and the number for the Armed Services YMCA Children's Waiting Room is 254-458-1015.
Perfect. I'm going to make you say that one more time.
Of course. Children's Waiting Room number is 254-458-1015.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on with us today. I know I learned a lot. So, yeah, thanks so much for being on with us.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really, really glad to be here. This was such a fun experience.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Save money and get special military discounted tickets to your favorite attractions like Six Flags, Schlitterbahn, SeaWorld, Disney World, and more. Stop by our Leisure Travel Services office located right here on post to get those tickets. For more information, go to our website at hood.armymwr.com. Have fun!
Okay, so I love a good interview, love learning things.
Always.
Yes. Speaking of learning things, I heard we have a little show and tell for today.
Ooh, what is it?
Yes, I have a very important thing to say. You know how like there will be the littlest thing in your day that just makes the whole week.
Yes.
All the time. It's called coffee. Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
Okay, for those people who are not currently here, we had a whole conversation before recording about what we were grateful for, and somebody stole somebody's answer.
Sorry.
And
Stole my answer.
yeah, okay. Continue on.
I retract that statement.
Mine's the sunset or the sunrise.
Sunshine. Okay.
well, what I am grateful for is this very adorable. I will describe it to those who cannot
Ooh,
see.
yes.
It is a adorable petite car coaster, like a coaster that you'd put a drink on, but it goes in your car cup holder, and it's in the shape of a tiny little frog, and it has blush on its cheeks, and it's smiling, and it's so cute and soft, and it was handmade by a small business.
Yes.
And it is so adorable.
It's so freaking cute.
Cute.
If I could just eat it right up, I would. It's adorable.
It's
Just
so
squeeze
cute.
its little cheeks, its little blush cheeks. So cute.
I got it in the mail this morning, and like every time I get in my car, I just start smiling because it's so cute.
It's going to make the car better forever.
Exactly. Everyone needs those little things.
Yes.
What are your guys' little
Absolutely.
things?
Well, mine was coffee.
I'm so sorry. Look, both of ours is coffee.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
could share. We
Come
could
on.
share the coffee.
Yeah.
No, it's my coffee. I'm not sharing my coffee.
You wouldn't want his anyways. He drinks it gross.
I drink it without milk or creamer
Really?
or sugar. Yeah.
Or straight?
I just
straight. I mean, that's fine. We're closer, bro.
Sounds gross.
I feel
Oh,
some
you know what?
judgment
But
in
mine
this
is
room
the
right now.
coffee
Judging
with
you.
the cream and sugar. There's mine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, well, how about Sam? What
Yeah.
is your
Mine was sunshine.
I think we're just trading.
We are. We
everybody's,
really
yeah.
are.
All right. Well, I have an original
Oh,
one.
great.
Yes,
Okay.
I wanna
Congratulations to you.
share. Well, half of mine is coffee, and then half of my other half being grateful that the freeze is over.
Ah,
this
yes.
year's
Yes.
freeze. It only lasted 2 days.
It did.
Thank
I'm
goodness.
so
know.
grateful that it was safe and
Yeah.
short,
Yes.
and there was not as much havoc as last year.
Yes. Did anybody lose power at all, or
Thankfully,
No.
I didn't.
No.
I
We were
lost
all
power
good.
for an hour?
Oh no! I
What?
didn't know.
Yeah, just 1 hour. It came right back on. It was really weird.
Was it
Okay.
ended like the day or?
Uh huh. It was
ooh.
on Thursday, the very first day, just like random 1 hour. I was like,
Huh.
what is happening right now?
I didn't actually know anyone lost power.
Yeah,
well,
I
I'm
know.
glad that it was very short.
Me too.
And it was during the day.
Yes.
That may have been like
Yeah.
purposeful to try to conserve
Oh,
energy.
maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a lot warmer during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad that everyone was really safe.
Me too.
Especially since we all got to be safe for the upcoming Valentine's
That's
Day.
What?
How are we going to celebrate if we're mending?
Freezing. Really cold.
Yeah, I still have frostbite on my toes. I can't go out.
Can't go anywhere. Me either.
Yeah.
Well, I know Dago doesn't have any plans.
You
but
definitely.
Yeah, no, you're
You
right.
shared this
Yeah.
last week. You have no plans.
I never do.
But has anyone solidified their plans?
I have no plans.
I have no plans.
Oh, so I'm not the only one. Oh, okay.
No one said you were.
I see how it is.
I have
I was
plans.
gonna say, well, somebody in here's got plans.
They're not like plans, and I feel comfortable saying this because
Mm.
Mr. Pearl does not listen to our podcast.
Oh, Mr. Pearl.
But I have a surprise little bitty basket full of a bunch of candy and a cute little stuffed animal and a little mug with like a pun on it.
Oh,
It's so
cute.
cute. And then I have, and then I got 2 cards, one for me and one from our son.
Aw.
But yeah, I didn't do anything for him for Christmas or his birthday because the freeze kind of
Yeah.
messed up everything.
Oh.
So I had to make sure that I did something nice for Valentine's
There
Day.
you go, making up. Are you guys finally gonna exchange Christmas presents?
Fun times.
since you-
Yeah, I don't
okay.
know about that one.
Oh,
We'll wait till taxes are done.
at this point, you
That's
could just
fair.
hold them out until next Christmas.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just double
they're
up.
already. I'm
Or
sure they're
don't.
wrapped.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Exactly, it'll be fine.
Yeah, too easy.
What else do we have coming up? I think the Super Bowl is soon,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, next weekend, I believe Valentine's.
You were very quick to answer that.
Yeah, he was.
I
ready.
am very
I
excited.
think it's on the
Um,
13th. Is that?
is
Does
it?
that sound
Yes.
correct?
Oh yeah, it's a Sun. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Because
Is
Valentine's
that-
is the 14th.
Oh, it's on Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it'll be
so-
the 13th.
on the 13th Super Bowl, my favorite national holiday.
Wait, who are the people doing the game?
The
49.
The people doing the game.
No,
it
I
is-
thought the 49ers weren't going.
They
No,
they
they
are not.
lost.
Thank you for reminding me.
Awkward.
I like the 49ers too.
Ooh.
I'm not a big sports person.
I'm a Packers fan.
Ooh.
So.
You.
Ha!
I know.
I'm a Cowboy,
Wait.
Cowboys
So
fan.
who did get to the final game?
Who made it to the Super Bowl?
The two teams playing
You
are
got
the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
Yes, we'll be
Yeah.
playing in the
Los
Super Bowl.
Angeles Rams.
Los
I mean
Angeles.
the St. Louis ones?
No.
They moved.
What the
They
heck?
moved.
They moved.
So-
I
They're
am
now
from
Los Angeles.
Missouri. That is the
Oh,
only.
You didn't know that? Oh no.
So the Los
You can-
Angeles
You can
Rams.
claim the Chiefs.
Yeah, there you go. But they lost. So
Okay, yeah, but you know, they
But-
still were close.
yeah, for those that don't know, the Los Angeles Rams,
yes.
originally in Los Angeles, moved to St. Louis and then back to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
How long were they in St. Louis? Because the whole time I was growing up, I thought that was just like
I have no idea.
thing.
A long time, I guess.
No,
I don't know.
no, not too long. I think less than 20 years.
Yeah.
less than that's like
Yeah.
my whole life.
I was gonna say,
Almost.
That's a long time for
Because
some
they
people.
were, they just moved back to LA a few years ago, and I think they were in St. Louis in the late 90s.
Okay, yeah.
Those
so,
sports
like,
fans listening
yes.
can
Ever since
definitely
I was
correct
born.
me if I'm wrong.
So for you, yes, since you've
But,
been there,
yeah.
since you were born, yeah, they were there.
So,
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun for those that don't like football. The commercials always the best. And
You know,
Halftime.
the commercials last year, I did not think that they were
Not
that
impressed?
good.
No,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Oh my
really wasn't
gosh.
impressed.
one of my favorite ones came from last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What?
every year. So every year, I don't know what it is, but it's never the same company that is my favorite commercial.
Well, that's
But
good.
last year, my favorite commercial was a laundry detergent commercial
Okay.
with you'd have to go watch it. Just I can't even
too hard to
describe
explain.
it. Well, I can't because it was so drawn out. They drew it out over other commercials. Like I'm talking over other products commercials.
Oh, that's funny.
They interrupted it to bring that up.
That's
Oh,
funny.
Yeah, it was
that
great.
is funny.
Dude, laundry detergent commercials can actually get really funny though. I think I saw one time that there was a unicorn that randomly just showed up, and
Yep.
there was like a tooth fairy. It was
Unicorn.
all it was crazy.
Oh my
But
goodness.
no, last year I tuned in just for the commercials because I'm not big on sports.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder
Shocked by that news.
what I don't know how I haven't given it away by now.
Flabbergasted.
But yeah, I tuned in just for the commercials last year, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I
Really?
really didn't like it
Yes.
either.
What about the halftime show?
Mm.
I don't remember it. I don't remember if I stayed up that late. I think I went to bed instead because I got tired of the commercials.
Wasn't it? I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to sound dumb. The weekend? Didn't he
Yeah.
perform?
Was that last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was the weekend.
It was the weekend, right?
Yes.
I've heard.
Why
a
am I
lot-
Because
thinking
it was the
about
Kansas City Chiefs last year.
it's the Kansas City Chiefs like every year?
Well,
Why am I thinking of like Shakira? Was that the year before?
That was a while ago.
No,
Yeah.
are you talking about
Shakira and J Lo?
that was for soccer?
That was not soccer. What? No, that was the
Yes,
Super
it
Bowl.
was. No, was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure the viewers will correct us.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope so.
Write in and please correct us, but also write in and tell us what your favorite
Yes.
Super Bowl commercial is
Absolutely.
and what you're looking forward to for this Super Bowl.
I just
Yeah.
realized we haven't said who we're rooting for. Isn't that the most basic thing to say?
I'm not
Oh,
rooting
my
for
team's out,
anybody.
so
yeah,
yeah.
my
Oh,
team's
okay.
out. I don't
My
care.
team's out,
That's
but,
why everyone
but
should
That's why why no one
Nobody
said
wants to
anything.
root for anyone.
I would go for the Rams.
For the Rams?
Yeah.
I'll,
If I
I don't
had
know.
to choose.
Yeah.
I mean, they left my state behind. So
so I will be content if the Bengals beat the Rams because the Rams beat the 49ers. And this will be the Bengals' first Super Bowl win.
Yeah. I kind of hope they win.
Yes.
the Rams beat the 49ers.
Yes.
Now I really don't want them to win.
But being from Southern California, I do follow the Rams. I hate that they beat, the Niners, but if they win, that's a win for SoCal. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of the future, of, things coming up. I hear that we had a pretty exciting day today.
Yes.
Yes. So I re-enlist in literally 2 hours.
Woohoo!
Oh, it hasn't
Wow.
happened yet.
4 years.
That's so
I
exciting.
do. I stationed stationary here in Fort Hood for 18 months, so I'll be stuck here. No one can touch me. I can't leave this.
You're not
place.
leaving us.
I'm not leaving. But I plan on trying to go for it's called Master Gunner School.
Oh.
Yes, it's like the mastermind of your MOS. So like for me, like the tanks. Like,
Okay.
I'd be like a genius behind it.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
cool.
Yeah,
Like expert
Just to
cool.
put, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
expert
just to
school,
put it
yeah.
in better words, yeah. So
Yeah.
trying to root for that. That's why I'm stationary here for 18 months.
That's
Hopefully
awesome.
I pass. It's a really hard school though, so fingers
Well,
crossed.
Oh, you got
Pass,
it.
I believe
You got
fingers
this.
crossed.
We all believe in you. We're all
Thank
rooting
you.
for you.
You got this.
Here
Yeah, excited for that. Another 4 years.
Here at the great place.
That's right.
Place.
Hope you like it here.
Speaking of the great place, for people who would like to see our show and tell from today, be sure to follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
We'll be showing it there. It's at USAG Fort Hood. That's our Instagram handle. Be sure to follow us.
A lot of fun stuff coming out on that page
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time.
Constant. Doing great things here at the great place.
Wow.
I know.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
You're
Catchy,
welcome.
right?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, is that why the podcast is named
Yeah.
Great Big? What?
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. Learn something new every day.
That's what they say.
thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk? All right. Well,
Not me.
I think that's all we've got. Yeah. Anybody got anything else they want to touch on?
Nope.
No.
I'm content.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you to all of our listeners out there. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
This podcast is a U.S. Army Garrison Fort Hood and Fort Hood Public Affairs production. The show's theme music is written and produced by Delicious All Stars. All our music is obtained through Filter by Songtrader. Have a question or want to share some insights with us? Email us at forthoodpao@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at USAG Fort Hood. And as always, be sure to leave a review and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.